Hi, this is February, what is it, February 8th or 7th or 8th? Oh, wait a minute. Let me look at I should know this. I haven't posted a video since I posted my filmmakers video. That's the 8th, right? I was right. Um, I have been working on affordable housing. I've just joined the Jane Addams Caucus and a caucus in action. It is two entities. One is where it deals with issues that deal with senior citizens, affordable housing. I don't know if it's in your state, you're not in Chicago. I don't know if it's in your state or whatever, but they are all around. Um, I joined because I am tired of being sort of expected to vote Democrat, expected to vote not to vote Republican. I am looking at independent candidates. I just went to see a talk with Marie Hatton, who's running in the 49th Ward. I don't know her. I never heard of her before. But to my understanding, I'm told that she um, has worked in numerous things with the community. She works with yeah, I get those LGBTQ communities. Um, I I heard that she has worked with virtually every alderman or something in Chicago, and that she is into public service. She seemed like a nice woman. She was she was late though, but she was there, and she took a lot of time to talk to people about what her priorities were. She had three or four major things. One was affordable housing, not only for senior citizens but for everyone, and she wanted to get a group of people together to work with her to keep those issues in the forefront. Someone asked her about transparency. Somebody asked her about what would she do, how would she do it differently, what would she do. She said she would have a monthly meeting where excuse this makeup because I thought I saw it, but I don't know. But anyway, um, she would have meetings where she would say what's going on in the council, city council, and what's up for vote, what's on the agenda, and she would tell you what her thoughts would be, and then she would ask you what are your thoughts, then she'd go back to the council with it. So we kind of like that idea, not somebody deciding what should be told or not be told. The other thing she said that she would do was she had a focus of seniors and a focus on young people, 18 to 35. And that's where I totally am right now. This is a powerful voting group of people that nobody pays attention to because 18 to 35 don't vote. So I want to be a part of making that happen. So I'm beginning my talks and storytelling at the libraries. I'll be talking to young people. You do not have to wait till you're 30 to join government. You can influence the world right now. My joy is telling the story of Fred Hampton, a young boy who early on started being a powerful messiah for people. I don't just call Fred Hampton messiah for nothing. Uh, J. Edgar Hoover called him, they had to stop the rise of messiahs. And what's so great about Fred is that even before his name was on the FBI docket, that little boy was doing great things for his neighborhood, feeding kids breakfast from his home. His mama was a babysitter for Emmett Till. There's so many wonderful things. I'm not going to take a long time with this post, but to tell you, I am on the job with affordable housing. I'm on the job with storytelling. I'm on the job with 18 to 35s, talking to people, being with senior citizens, getting involved in the process. I met a Black Panther about 3 days ago, and he wasn't bitter. You know the story of the Black Panther Party. If you don't, go to YouTube. You can see the documentary, The Vanguards of a Revolution. It's just an amazing thing to see. If you have a mind to get involved, this is the time to get involved. If we don't, our culture is going to kill itself, just like Rome did, just like all the decadence of Egypt, and all of the things where they got so decadent, they got so greedy, they got so exclusive, they got so Louis Vuitton, they got so Birkin, they got so Gucci, they got so, you see what I mean? When you get money as the base of your existence, your success, your beauty, yourself as a commodity, you're going to end up in trouble. I would like to be a part of helping my country survive the onslaught of guilt. I would like to be a part of helping to be a part of sanity. I don't have a long life to live, but I'm blessed to have lived as long as I have, to see what greed will get you, and to help talk to the young generation, help them be aware. I still think revolution is about knowing your value. The value of one is more important than the value of a million. But I don't mean that like for the greater good idea that you can kill off a whole bunch of people, but it's for the greater good for just a few people. There is no reason why anybody should be hungry in this country or even in this ward. There's no reason why anybody should be homeless. There's 70% of people in the 49th ward that rent apartments. So if affordable housing is not on the forefront for the next alderman, then we're in trouble, because you're going to get kicked out. I want to be thankful to Joe Moore for saving our building, but there are other buildings too. There are other communities around this city. Chicago has been virtually taken over by developers. And so I think that whoever comes into office, it is important that I vote. It's important for 18 to 35s to vote. Coffee and donuts is not going to save your life ultimately. If you're looking for a dollar, if you're looking, hey, you can do whatever you do. But if you don't have a sense of value of yourself and you're looking for other people to give you value, it won't work. I'm asking you to go out and vote, 49th Ward. Get ready for the mayoral vote this coming. Find out there are going to be a whole bunch of people running. Look, I think it's about 5 or 6 people running, but only 2 are going to end up top. They got to do at least 50 to 51%. I think it's 50 plus 1 to actually be on the docket. So they're going to be 2. So I don't know who I'm going to be for until we find out who's going to actually be in the elimination. But anyway, I'm rambling on, but I just wanted to let you know I'm still looking at affordable housing. Please be aware that there is a relocation law that just went into in January, just went into play, where if you get thrown out by developers, you get thrown out for evicted because of sale, you will get 40 months of a lump sum of relocation money. So when a third, what? So 40 months is what, 3.5 years of rent. So if you end up doing that, if you end up, what am I looking at? My screen just did something funny, so I don't even know I'm talking to you. So if you have to relocate, they have to pay the movers, they have to pay you a lump sum of money up to 40 months. So it's the difference. So whatever you were paying, if you're forced to move to something higher, or you're forced to live in another neighborhood, they have to pay your relocation fee, honey. They have to pay the movers, and they have to pay you a lump sum of money up to 40 months. So 3.5 months, if the rent changes, if you save the difference in that money, you will be okay. You will have a start, and you have an opportunity to actually fight for something. Get on the ball. I mean, there are people working for you and for me. And I feel like I have to get out there and do what I'm supposed to do, and not sit around and let everybody work for me. Don't do that. I mean, too many people have worked so hard to give you a better life. Senior citizens, I'm involved in long-term care because I'm a senior citizen and I've been living a long term. So if you're a senior citizen, you got a mom or dad or that's sick and they're going to need nursing or whatever, get involved with Jane Addams. Get involved with long-term health care. Get involved in the campaigns to make sure your mom and dad have somebody to come in, your grandma. Make sure that you'll be able to take care of them so they don't have to go to a nursing home. But if they do, that they can get the kind of care. I just saw just yesterday a CHA building that has RNs on every floor, that has laundry on every floor. And there's somebody that'll come and tell you to take your medicine. Come on. These are people who are able to live independent of a nursing home. They don't have to go into those slum rooms. So please get involved. I know I'm just talking, and you know I don't script, so whatever, but this is what I'm saying. Get ready to vote, Chicago. Get ready. There are going to be some other elections coming on, but alderman, so her name is Maria Hatton, and Joe Moore is running once again. I believe he's been an incumbent now for what, 21 or 28 years. He's been in power for 28 years. So you can look up his record. You can look up what he does in city council, who he is. I don't know. I don't know the difference actually, because I've never been under anybody. I've never even paid politics attention. I know for 4 years I went out and got votes in my building for Joe Moore. So I've worked for him for 4 years without really knowing all of his records and stuff like that. It's just recent I've just found out about him. So I think it's only fair for me to look at who else is out there. But anyway, I just want to tell you, get out and vote, okay? Love you. Bye.